and welcome to the Direct Selling Success Podcast. I'm Anna Green, and I'm here to share with you tips, tricks, and training on network marketing done right. Thank you for listening.
Treading water in your business. How many of you out there feel like you are stuck? You're doing the same things day in, day out just to try and keep afloat. You have got to a certain point in your business and it's going well, but you just cannot reach that next level. You cannot grow and scale anymore doing what you're doing now. You know this, but you don't know what that next thing looks like. You don't know how to go from earning what you're earning now to earning that next level, to reaching that next level in your company. Some of you, I know, a lot of my clients at the moment are working to a next big promotion level in their business where they've got to double the amount of leaders in their teams. They know that they've got to double, if not quadruple, their sales as a downline team to get to this point. But they also know that by doing what they've always done, all the things that have got them to where they are now, they're not going to get to that thing. And it's the same for every business out there. If you keep doing the same things, you will get the same things. You might plod a little bit higher up, you might get a little bit more sales, but you're never going to be able to explode your business doing the same things. It just doesn't work. You will get so far and you'll get stuck. I've done it. My clients have done it. This is what I help my clients with. And, just those little things I'm going to teach you today. Really simple things that you can start to look at right now to help you stop just treading water and start to actually swim and get somewhere. Okay. I don't know about you, but when I felt like this, I'd reached a point in my business where I had grown so far and just couldn't reach the next level where I wanted to get to. And I was stunting my own growth. And what was happening was, and some of you might feel exactly the same, and please do, comment somewhere, tell me if this is you, and if you relate to these things. I was stunting my own growth. I was working on all the things that I had to do. I was working on my own personal sales. I was working on my social media. I was following up with people. I was building my team. I was talking to my downline. I was getting them to recruit. I was encouraging my leader team. All these things. I was doing the things in my business that needed doing. I was also having to do the accounts and do my admin and all the stuff. So I was coming to my office every single day and I was working on the business every single day, doing everything that needed doing. I'm not going to tell you to go and hire somebody to do all the things that you need to do. I just want you to slightly switch, because when I slightly switched what I was putting my focus on, massive things changed. So I was there, I was plodding away, doing all the things, making the sales, recruiting the people, hitting the promotion, the incentive things that were on for the team. I was looking after the team, all the things. Happy away, getting more and more bogged down in the everyday stuff that was happening in my business. The day changed when I started doing the things that I'm going to talk about now. And I want you to start to think about how you can implement these as well. Because it is super important to not just be working on the things to get you through the day, to make sure your business doesn't go belly up, making sure that you are doing your own personal sales and recruiting your own personal recruits and looking after your team and helping them with their sales, or how, with the training to get their sales, and then helping them with the training so that they can get their teamies, and inspiring them and motivating them, and then all the admin stuff and the social media and the going out to do parties and one-to-one coaching and all the things. I just want you to just take a step back from your business today and the everyday processes that you have, and start to put in a small amount of time each week or each day to plan the strategy for your future business. I want you to start looking not just at what's right in front of you right now, but what is happening 6 months' time. What is happening in a year's time? Where is your business going to be in 2 years' time, 5 years' time? That future business strategy needs to be looked at on a regular basis so that you can come out of that daily grind of doing the same things and actually scale your business. Because if you don't, you will be stuck doing those things over and over again to get you where you've got so far. Yes, you're probably always going to have to do those things until you can afford some massive team to be able to do it all for you, but you're still going to have to do everyday stuff in your business. So what I want you to start thinking is planning ahead a little bit more, looking forward, looking at how you can grow and scale without putting more effort in to the time that you're spending on your business. So I don't know, if you want to make more sales and you're at capacity and you are doing, I don't know, 7 hours a day on building the sales in your business, that's all the time you've got. You need to get cleverer with that time, change how you're working, change what you're doing to make the sales. Even just little tweaks will make a huge difference. And spending that hour a week looking at how this can be possible for you to change this in a way that you want to, so that you can scale that sale, is going to make such a difference to your business. It's the difference between being an employee and just doing the things and being the managing director and going, actually, this is where we want to be. This is where I want my growth to be. How do I project it to get there? How do I look at this strategy, look at what I'm doing, tweak what I'm doing so I can make more money in less time, so I can be clever about the time I'm spending in my business rather than working on the business as a whole, and looking at that growing and scaling. For example, if you bring in 2 people every month into your team, but you want to be bringing in 10 people a month into your team, yeah, you could do it all, but actually you could get even more clever and get your team doing the majority. How can you inspire and motivate your team to want to bring in people of their own? And it's looking at things like that. How can you scale the amount that people are bringing in within your downline? How can you scale the amount that they're selling so that you're not doing it all on your own? How can you get clever with the time that you've got and what time you're spending on your business at the space where you are now, so that you can make more money, so that you can scale faster, so that you can get to that point that you've always dreamed of, not doing all the things. Because, I remember looking at my business back in, the days before I made regional manager, thinking, I cannot reach the sales levels and the income levels I want just doing 3 parties a week. I can't. And I remember sitting looking at my business. I was worn out. I was working really hard all day, every day. I was going out on an evening, doing the parties. I was out on weekends, doing fairs and events. And I was constantly on my phone and I was constantly following up. This is not scalable. But when I twigged how to sit down and look at that strategy and look at where I wanted to be and what needed to change in my business, I could triple my income. I could quadruple my income. I went from £15,000 in earnings to £40,000 in earnings, more, because I was looking at what I could do differently. And I want you to as well. So this is looking at what's working and what's not. This is looking at where you're spending your time. This is looking at trying new things. This is looking at personal development, investing in support. That might be a thing, because if you don't know how, maybe you need someone to bounce ideas around with. Maybe you need somebody who's been there and done that, or can see your business from the outside. Somebody like your upline leader, your regional manager, me, whoever, even a buddy, could see things from a different point of view. And it will start to change the way that you perceive your business. You are not on your own. You are not having to do all this by yourself. You don't have to scale doing what you're doing now, wearing yourself out, feeling stuck, not able to get past this point where you've been sat for ages. There's people out there that can help you do this. And It might just take sitting down for 5 or 10 minutes each morning to look at where you want to be and what you can change and scale and tweak with what you're doing now to make it happen. But for now, enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you all next week. Have a good one. Bye.